Shy High Baseball is
Softball.
on the air.
Softball. It's supposed to be softball.
Coverage of the Cards is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Joyce and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Stelter Incorporated, Quality Propane and Fuels, the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Win Family Dentistry of Chippewa Falls, and Grace Home Respiratory. And now with the Cardinal Countdown pregame show, it's the voice of the Cards, Mark Halverson.
Thank you, Dawson Halverson. Mark Halverson, along with Sam Aberly, our video game producer at DC Everest High School, home of the Evergreens, who are 23-2 against your 16-11 Chi High Cardinals in this girls Division I sectional semifinal game. Great day for the softball action, as we can tell you that the Evergreens got here with a 6-0 win over Hudson on Thursday, while the Cards were playing one of their best games of the season, winning at Rapids 11-3 to set up this third contest between these two. With earlier, it was Chi High losing here at Everest 2-0 in a quad May 3rd, in which they also lost to. That particular day on May 3rd, the Cards went to a different field and lost to Stevens Point 5-1. Talking to Delaney Barrow's dad, he felt like facing Addison Cluck, and how fast she throws kind of threw him off for the Stevens Point pitcher. And you'll hear Coach Faraday refer to that Stevens Point game earlier. Stevens Point eliminated by Menominee on Thursday. Menominee facing New Richmond today. So it's Everest 23-2 behind the pitching of Addie Cluck, winning the Wisconsin Valley Conference at 11-1. Chi High winners of the Big Rivers Conference at 12-2, 16-11 overall though. With the Cards, their bats starting to come together some, as they have won 4 in a row. Most recently, the sweep over River Falls to close the season, beating Eau Claire Memorial 7-0, and the win 11-3 at Rapids the other day, with 4 in the first, 3 in the fourth, and 4 in the seventh to close out their scoring. I asked Jared Faraday in the pregame, is that the best you've seen the Cards play this season? You can hear his answer later in our Cardinal Countdown pregame show. Hey, when you're faced with the challenge of how you respond determines the real winners, Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. Yes, again, look at the brackets. It's DC Everest and Chi High. The winner of this one meets the winner of New Richmond and Menominee. The Tigers beating Superior 12-6, and Menominee getting by Stevens Point 5-4. That game going on at New Richmond today. The winners will square off at Stevens Point area High School at the Wyack Park at 4:30 on Thursday. The Cards want to be there, and we'd love to be there to call the action for you. It's Chi High at Everest, the sectional semifinal game, one of 2 games on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel, as McDonald and Colfax also going on from Colfax, with Caleb Swenson on the call for that one. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, the first of 2 coaches' conversations. Katie Schofer, the head coach of the Everest Evergreens, in 2 minutes on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Softball.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley, your local restoration experts for fire damage, water damage, mold remediation, and trauma. Service Master provides carpet and air duct cleaning as well. Just look for the yellow truck, locally owned with emergency service always at the ready. Service Master of Chippewa Valley brings peace of mind 24/7, 365. Call 715-723-9781 or go to ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com. Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Trust comes in the yellow truck.
Soak up sun, sand, and smart saving with a certificate at Royal Credit Union. Royal's 4.40% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate has guaranteed returns at maturity and no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/savesmart. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 5/27/25. Insured by NCUA.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Cardinal Countdown on this sectional semifinal Monday on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, and live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. And Coach Katie Schofer with us now. And Coach, first off, congrats on a great year. Wow, 23-2.
Yeah, I mean, it's hats off to the girls and the work that they put in, and they know that they want what they want to get to, and we're going to keep striving for that for them.
Mm-hmm. A lot of attention obviously goes to your pitcher, Addison. Talk to us about her.
Well, I mean, she has worked hard her entire time of playing softball, and, you know, she's a kid that knows what she has to do in the circle and knows what she needs to do for her teammates, and it shows out there, and she wants this just as bad as everybody else does.
Mm-hmm. You guys have had two great battles with Chai, very close games, 2-0 and 3-2, and you'll get to see their number one pitcher for the first time today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's two great programs, and we know that it's going to be a dogfight, and we know that we have to do the little things correct to be able to get ahead when we want to, and hopefully we can score early and just put the pressure on them and keep the pressure on them.
Mm-hmm. And so that is there one other key you'd say for either squad that'll decide this thing?
It's who's going to show up and who's going to put the hardest work in.
Absolutely. Coach, thanks so much. We wish you the best.
All right, thank you.
Head coach Katie Schofer here on WOGO Sports and our live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Back in 2 minutes with Cardinal head coach Jared Faraday. This is WOGO Sports, Cardinal softball.
It may work for horseshoes and hand grenades, but sometimes close enough isn't good enough, especially when you need a boundary surveyed on your property. So call Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, professional land surveying. State licensed and fully insured, they can handle residential, commercial, and government land surveying with the very latest surveying equipment and mapping software. Call owner Jason Heath at 715-720-4000. Get it done right. Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, professional land surveying.
Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls wishes our Chi High and McDonald student athletes the best of luck. The doctors and their team are dedicated to supporting patients of all ages throughout the Chippewa Valley, helping them live a healthy life. Cook Chiropractic prides itself on excellent chiropractic care and is located on County Highway I in Chippewa Falls. Follow Cook Chiropractic Center on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming events and tips on taking care of your health naturally. Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High softball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Lady Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Cardinal Countdown on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. We're also got McDonald at Colfax in D4, but eyes right here, we're focused in on Chi High and Everest. The third time, hopefully, is the charm for your Cards, Jared Faraday.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we've set ourselves up as far as our non-conference schedule, facing good pitching throughout the year, where we respect the heck out of DC Everest as a team and Cluck as a pitcher, but at the same time we know we've seen them and we've seen her, which, you know, if it's the first time you've seen her, she's really tough to hit. She's really tough to hit no matter what, but the more bats you have, obviously, you feel like you've seen it more and have hopefully a little better chance. And kids were swinging pretty good in practice yesterday, so we'll see.
I've been saying to a couple people here today, I said I thought that was as good as you guys played all season, that 11-3 win at Rapids the other day.
I think offensively for sure, as far as hitting the ball hard more often by more people in the lineup as well. So yes, I think as far as those things, that was really good. You know, and so, you know, like I said, the kids have kind of come together here a little bit, and I think, you know, they're ready to play a good game hopefully tonight and see what happens.
In that sense, peaking at the right time. I mean, that's what you want. You guys on paper, people go 16-11 Shy High, 23-2 Everest. They're at home. Cluck's, you know, an excellent pitcher. But I do like the fact that you guys have held back Violet for this game.
Yeah, and I mean, it really wasn't like an intentional thing. It really wasn't. It was just more of the feel of those days that we were playing and what we were doing. You know, Violet through those days, it was just against different teams. So it wasn't like it was some big mastermind thought.
But you're not totally surprised,
you know,
you're facing Everest today.
Well, no, you know, and I mean, we knew that this was one of the teams in our sectional that were certainly going to be, you know, a tough team to have to get through, and but you know, there's quite a few others too, so you never really knew, and but yeah, we like to hope Violet throws well today, and that they have a hard time scoring a lot of runs on us, because we know it's going to be hard to score runs on them.
It is going to be a real cat fight, as their coach already told us.
Yeah, you know, it's you gotta play good defense, and you know that's the team that blinks first could be in trouble.
I think similar words by Katie Schofer. So thank you, Jared Fairdy. Wish you the best. Go get them today. The Cards and the Evergreens coming next on WOGO Sports. Back in a couple of minutes.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since
Coming up with Jared.
Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips." Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut." They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Rubenzer Wealth Management is proud to support Chi-High Athletics and wishes the Cards best of luck in the playoffs. When looking for investment advice, insurance planning, or a personalized retirement analysis, let Rubenzer Wealth Management cover your bases towards financial security. Reach out to Sam Rubenzer and the Rubenzer Wealth Management team by calling 715-835-2123. That's 835-2123.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Lebrand, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
WOGO Sports is the Division I sectional semifinal. Let's listen to the Lady Cards being introduced by the public address announcer.
Number 10, McKenna Power. Designated player, number 16, Lainey Hickman. Starting at first, number 13, Allie Geis. Out at right field, number 15, Willa Reisinger. Out at left field, number 5, Grace Edmondson. Starting at center field, number 18, Kennedy Swan. In that flex spot, in the circle this afternoon, number 7, Violet Macaron. The rest of the Cardinals from Chippewa Falls. Now, the starters for the DC Everest Evergreens. Out at right field, number 16, Sydney Spear. Catching this afternoon, number 5, Aubrey Clark. Putting in third, number 14, Mara Leverton. Your designated player, number 18, Piper Short. In the circle, pitching, number 2, Edison Clark. Over at first base, number 8, Taylor Friedel. Starting at left field, number 12, Brooke Brown. In center field, number 1, Kelsey Meverden. Playing at second, number 4, Kelsey Woolley. Rounding out the lineup for the DC Everest Evergreens in that flex spot, shortstop, number 23, Lauren Semino. Ladies and gentlemen, would you kindly remove...
All right, we're going to take another break. Back in a moment on WOGO Sports, getting closer to first pitch. This is Cardinal softball.
Since 1951, Bowl and Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl and Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl and Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl and Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
WOGO Sports, Mark Halverson with Sam Everly, our video producer, and Greg Stewart, our radio producer, back in our WOGO studios as we're getting closer to the first pitch. And Addie Cluck, the highly touted right-handed pitcher, the senior for Everest, against the Cardinals sophomore Violet Macawam. Everest has beat Chi-High twice this year, 2-0 and 3-2, but these two pitchers have not squared off. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roads. Whether you're an athlete or spectator, control your drive on the roads to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed, don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. It's time for our Toyson Ford keys to the game. You'll find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. And I would say the key to this game, the Cardinal bats. They maintain the pitching that Macawam has shown and that solid defense. Can the bats continue to climb as they did so aggressively, hitting the ball so solidly, as good as they did, as many good sticks as they did the other day at Rapids? If they can do that, I think they can beat these Everest Evergreens. Those are your Toyson Ford keys to the game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. The Cardinals and Cluck, and again, the Cards, all sorts of respect for Cluck as we get started in this contest. And it's going to be Roz Twyman, a .441 hitter with a .509 on-base percentage to lead things off for Chippewa, and will set things defensively for Everest here in just a moment on WOGO. And getting going before 5 o'clock, so we're moving along good. All right, Cluck, the first pitch. Fastball right down Main Street for a call, strike one. So we're underway here. with Chi High trying to score off against this terrific senior pitcher. The 0-1 pitch from Cluck. Ooh, that was upstairs. A rise ball, 1-1. When you need a boundary surveyed on residential or commercial property, think Heath Loken and Associates, LLC, professional land surveying. Get it done right. Call Jason Heath and Heath Loken at 715-720-4000. And there's the 1-1 pitch, and she misses, and the count goes to 2-1. So, again, Twyman, very impressive. Had a good outing the other day in the win, as she had 3 hits in that contest and a walk to go with it. And this one, high pop-up, out of play, and the count goes to 2-2. Freeze Financial Group in Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group. So 2-2, Twyman versus Cluck. A great showdown here. Twyman, the leadoff hitter, a senior. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So power versus power, and Cluck gets her first K as Twyman goes down swinging. With 1 down, Georgia Romanowski, the left-handed hitting sophomore shortstop for the Cards, as she's hitting .352 with a .404 on-base percentage. Let's see if she tries a bunt here. She's so good at it. She squares to bunt, but a ball low, 1-0. Again, a very skilled bunter and great in that 2 spot. I love the Cards. 1, 2, 3 is so impressive. Shepard on deck with the 11 homers this season. But now Romanowski. And she looking to bunt again, and there's a called strike, 1-1 to Georgia. Curious what your home or land is worth, or are you looking to buy? Call Sissy Knops of MSK Realtors, mskrealtors.com. The 1-1 pitch to Romanowski from Cluck. Here it is. And a rise ball again, that misses 2-1. And again, getting been in a lot of press boxes this year at Casper Park. We're right down here today, just to the left of home plate on the third base side where the Cardinals are in their dugout, kind of like at Casper. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss, 2-2 to Romanowski. With Shepard on deck, setting that defense again, Addison Cluck, the senior pitcher, Aubrey Klott, the junior catcher, Tyler Friedel is the senior at first base. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, make it 2-2 and strike 3. So 2 strikeouts for Cluck to get things going against the Cards. And now Lauren Shepard, the Cardinals. And she has faced Cluck twice before, 2 games. Cluck beating the Cards 2-0 and 3-2. 2-0 here, 3-2 at Casper. As Shepard, the junior, Winona State-bound player, steps in. The pitch, and this one hit high in the air in the infield, very first pitch, and it's going to be caught by the third baseman, Mara Meverden, to end it. So after 2 strikeouts, Shepard pops out on the first pitch. In the middle of one from DC Everest, it's Chi-High nothing, and Everest coming up on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Softball.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley, your local restoration experts for fire damage, water damage, mold remediation, and trauma. Service Master provides carpet and air duct cleaning as well. Just look for the yellow truck, locally owned with emergency service always at the ready. Service Master of Chippewa Valley brings peace of mind 24/7, 365. Call 715-723-9781 or go to ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com. Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Trust comes in the yellow truck.
It's time for change. Experience better banking and put your financial goals in motion with Royal Credit Union. It's time to get more from your checking account, upgrade your vehicle, or finally build your dream home. Royal offers the financial solutions you need and the advice you can trust. Better banking is one change away. It's time to switch to Royal Credit Union. Get started at rcu.org/time. Insured by NCUA. Loans subject to credit approval. Equal housing opportunity.
We head to the bottom half of the first inning as the Cards scoreless against Cluck, and it's going to be Violet McElwain for the Cards with Sydney Spear, the leadoff right fielder, the senior, Aubrey Klott, the junior catcher, hitting second, and Mara Meverden, the junior third baseman, batting third. Piper Schultz, the designated player in the cleanup spot. Addison Cluck, the pitcher, hitting fifth. Batting sixth, Tyler Friedel, the senior first baseman. Brooke Brown, the senior left fielder, followed by Kelsey Meverden, the senior center fielder, and Kelsey Woolley, back-to-back Kelseys, the senior second baseman, to round it out. So it's Spear, Klott, Meverden, Schultz, Cluck, Friedel, Brown, Meverden, Woolley. Yes, the Meverdens are sisters. One of them a junior, the other a senior, as they're coached by Katie Schofer. 1,830 students at Everest compared to 1,424 for Chi High, so a 406 student advantage for Everest. As we head to the bottom half of the first inning, thanks to Greg Stewart for serving as our radio producer today, and Sam Aberle here, our video producer, alongside here. Mark Halverson on WOGO, Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Hitting from the left side to lead it off, Sydney Spear against Macawam. And she looks at a ball high, 1-0. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated is always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. The 1-0 pitch, and this one popped up foul out of play over the third base dugout. Good collection of folks here. Some folks making the trip from Chippewa Falls, and many in the Everest area, Weston and Schofield area out supporting their team today. The 1-1 pitch. And this one hit foul down the third baseline, and the count goes to 1-2 to Spear. Spear a .412 average with a .468 on-base percentage. And comparatively for the teams, Everest .316 average, .386 on base. The Cards .296 average, .373 on base percentage. But Chai hitting better against Rapids the other day, but Addison Cluck a whole nother level up in terms of pitching ability for the Cards, as Twyman coming in having a bit of a word with Macawam, who I think it's incorrect, should be 1-2. And this one hit foul again down that third baseline. It says 2-2 on the scoreboard. It had been, I thought, 1-2. So she's hit a couple foul here. Sydney Spear, the right fielder, hitting from the left side against the right-hander Macawam. Off-speed pitch called, strike 3, and Macawam gets her first K. So Violet, her first strikeout of the day is in the books, and our highlights are underway here on WOGO Sports. And it brings up the, both pitchers are very capable. Of course, Violet has struck out 12 and 9 in her 2 playoff games. And there's a bunt attempt laid down foul by Aubrey Klott, the junior catcher. You just never know. You know, one of the things that's interesting about the lineup for Rapids is that you've got Semro, the shortstop, not batting. That doesn't happen a whole lot, but you know, every team is different. And again, these two have had very close games, 2-0 and 3-2 in the past, but first time Macawam has pitched for the Cards against Everest this year. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Violet's got it going on, the sophomore right-hander dueling with the senior right-hander early on, but everything indicates on paper that this is going to be a pitcher's duel, and runs will be precious. Think Lord of the Rings, precious. Here's the 0-2 pitch way high, and a great job by Lauren Shepard to snag that as the count goes to 1-2. Milk has been building champions for centuries. Why? Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, so 2 strikeouts for Macawam. And again, it's not a strikeout contest, but both pitchers striking out the first 2 hitters. Brings up the third hitter, Mara Meverden, the junior third baseman, hitting .410 with a .478 on-base percentage. Back to Milk. That's why all sorts of baseball and softball players know they're going to need milk to fuel their performance. There's a ball fouled off. Learn more at GonnaNeedMilk.com, brought to you by the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. So 0-1 to Mara Meverden, and again, the fielders may get a little bored at times today because you got all the Ks going on. We had strikeout, pop-out for the Cards, and now for Everest in the bottom half of the first. Strikeout, Meverden in the hole, 0-1. Violet aspires to be a pilot. Wonderful young lady, sophomore. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strike 2. I'm ahead of myself. Strike 2. Okay. Hold on, Halverson. Maybe she'll strike out the side, just not yet. 0-2 is the count, and Macawam stepping up to the challenge of facing Addison Cluck today, ahead to the number 3 hitter, Meverden, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, here it is. Pop up on the infield, it's going to be catchable, and Allie Geist is under it for out number 3. So there you go, strikeout, pop out for both pitchers in the first inning in the books at DC Everest. We're scoreless on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Softball.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
It may work for horseshoes and hand grenades, but sometimes close enough isn't good enough, especially when you need a boundary surveyed on your property. So call Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, Professional Land Surveying. State licensed and fully insured, they can handle residential, commercial, and government land surveying with the very latest surveying equipment and mapping software. Call owner Jason Heath at 715-720-4000. Get it done right. Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, Professional Land Surveying.
Well, Violet Macawam seemed to be up for the challenge. Strikeout, pop-out, Manning, Addicts, and Clock, and the Cards come with their number 4 hitter, McKenna Bauer, as she fouls it off. As we get going here in the top half of the second, Mark Halverson alongside our video producer Sam Aberley from Schofield DC Everest High School here in Weston. Greg Stewart, our radio producer, back at our WOGO studio. Thanks so much to you for listening and watching the broadcast. There's a called ball missed by Addison, and so it goes to 1-1. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire, the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. If you heard about our own Caleb Swenson, I'll tell you in a moment. This one fouled off by Bauer. Yeah, Caleb lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports for 3 months free of your personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting Bauer, 337 hitter, 392 on base, and she slugs one to center. It's going to be caught out there by the center fielder, Kelsey Beverden, but that was a solid shot. And yeah, if you connect on one of these fastballs from Cluck, you can turn it around, get that thing in the gap, and that would have been trouble. But nice way to start the inning. You know, it starts with just making contact, and now Lainey Henkelman, the sophomore. Henkelman hitting from the right side. She looks at a ball missing, 1-0. It's Henkelman with Geist on deck. Laney, a 238 hitter with a 315 on base percentage. 1-0 to Henkelman. From Cluck, here it is. This a shot to shortstop, gloved there by Semro. Throw him to first in the dirt, able to beat her out. And so good job by Semro to glove that. We mentioned Lauren, the flex player, so she's not going to the plate. And she gloved it. But again, I like for the Cards is making contact here, building after those first 2 strikeouts to start the game. And now Allie Geist upped her average to 200, 247 on base. She looks at a ball high, 1-0 from Addie Cluck. Cluck with the 2 strikeouts in the first inning, and last 3 Cardinal hitters, pop out, line out, and a ground out. And this one fouled off, 1-1 to Geist. And Allie the other day had herself a couple of singles in 4 trips in the 11-3 win over Rapids. Coach Faraday saying before the game, best offensive performance of the season, most batters getting good contact. And this is a low pitch, fouled off, out of play on the first base side, and the count goes to 1-2. So Cluck versus Macawam, outstanding pitching duel in this one here today for the right to go to Stevens Point on Thursday at 4:30. If it's the Cards, we'll be there to bring it to you here on WOGO Sports, and we hope McDonald can advance today as well. And this one fouled off and out of play on the third base side, just to the left of us over by the Chi-Hi dugout. The count stays 0-2, but Allie battling well here for the Cardinals. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. Off-speed pitch slugged to the outfield, and it's going to get in there for a base hit for the Cardinals, and so Geist is aboard. The no-hitter is over, as Cluck hit no-hit Hudson the other day, but not today, and Geist with that single to left field. And now it brings up the Cardinals' number 7 hitter, Willow Reisinger, the junior right fielder. She hits one foul on the first base side. Experience the local pharmacy difference at the Medicine Shop of Chippewa Falls of Menominee, the Medicine Shop, caring beyond prescriptions. No ball, 1 strike, runner at first. Swing and a miss, and the count goes to 0-2 to Reisinger. Willa, a .214 hitter with a .318 on-base percentage against Cluck here with the first runner aboard for the Cards today. Geist at first base, the Cardinal junior first baseman. Off-speed pitch, strikes out on it for the 3rd strikeout of the day. Cardinals at least get a run on a hit and 1 left. In the middle of 2 from Everest, it's Chahai and the Evergreens scoreless on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Softball.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls wishes our Chi-High and McDonald's student athletes the best of luck. The doctors and their team are dedicated to supporting patients of all ages throughout the Chippewa Valley, helping them live a healthy life. Cook Chiropractic prides itself on excellent chiropractic care and is located on County Highway I in Chippewa Falls. Follow Cook Chiropractic Center on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming events and tips on taking care of your health naturally. Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls.
All right, to the bottom of the second we go. Scoreless Division I sectional semifinal softball game from DC Everest High School. Mark Halverson on the call with Sam Aberle, our video game producer. Violet McElwam now goes against the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Piper Schultz, there's a ball high, and it sailed over everybody's head for ball 1. Schultz is a .375 hitter with a .418 on-base percentage. The junior designated player hitting in place of the shortstop, Lauren Semro. One 1-0 pitch. And this one hit on the infield, coming in Romanowski for the catch for out number 1. So a pop out to short, and now Addie Cluck, the pitcher, a .324 hitter with a .378 on-base percentage, hitting from the right side. Cluck batting in the 5 spot. Pitcher versus pitcher in this pitcher's duel today. First one fouled off. So McElwam, sometimes maybe she can have a little bit of control issues in terms of maybe the first inning, but she is dialed in today. And as much as she was terrific in the 12-0, the 7-0, 12 strikeout performance against Memorial, had 9 strikeouts the other day. She is up to the task. Here we go. Off-speed pitch, and it's called strike 2 to a looking Addie Cluck. So Cluck looked at the off-speed pitch from McElwam, and the thing is, you make your motion look like it's just as much like the fastball, right? You don't tip it off. So the count 0-2 to Cluck. Here it is. And this one fouled off, and it stays 0-2. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders. Call White City Glass. Bottom half of the second, 1 out. Cardinals did get a hit. Allie Geist in the top of the second inning got as far as first base. The pitch, and this one in the air and foul territory and not quite reachable for Shepard or Geist. And the count stays 0-2, so Cluck stays alive. When you need a plumbing repair or building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Trusted since 1951, Bowl & Prue. Cluck behind in the count, 0-2. Here it is. Called strike 3, and Cluck goes down looking. And that's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Violet McElwam. And she strikes out her arch pitcher, Cluck, and it brings up Tyler Friedel, a .235 hitter with a .371 on-base percentage. So done a good job reaching besides hits this year. An open stance, and she hits one in the air, left center field, going over Amundsen, will make the catch for the Cards. So first ball hitting, and they go 1-2-3, does the Evergreens at the bottom of the second. We head to the 3rd, still scoreless from Everest on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Softball.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-Hi softball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Lady Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Reese Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Grace Amundsen fouls off the first pitch. Amundsen, Swan, and Roz Twyman, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Cards, who are, again, in a scoreless battle. It's a one and done. The winner moves on to Thursday's sectional final and the right to go to Goodman Park in Madison next week, and the loser calls it a season. There's a ball low. I'll tell you what, nobody's a loser here. These are two excellent programs, two fine teams. The Cardinals, I believe, at this point, playing much better than that 16-11 record, had a very tough schedule. And the 1-1 pitch, and this one fouled back for strike 2. So 1 and 2 to Amundsen, coming in a 150 hitter with a 261 on base percentage. The 1-2 pitch. Rise ball got her for strike 3, so the 4th strikeout for Cluck. And the pitching duel continues with Kennedy Swan coming, a 177 hitter with a 320 on base percentage. 9 walks on the season. A walk's as good as a hit, that's for sure. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. So both pitchers with excellent control, nobody walking, nobody even coming close to a walk, really. And both pitchers in command here in this, and dialed in this sectional semifinal. Both of them with 4 strikeouts. Well, and that one on the rise ball, as the count goes to 1-1. And so I should say McElwain with the 3 strikeouts and no walks, but 4 strikeouts and no walks for Cluck. The 1-1 pitch, and that one misses upstairs. 2-1 now. So Kennedy in that number 9 spot for the Cards, kind of a second leadoff hitter, and that on-base percentage at 320. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. Don't forget the great clips, great plays of the game afterwards here on WOGO Sports in our post-game show. 2-2 from Cluck. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Just cruising through the Cardinal lineup. 5 strikeouts the first time through, and now it brings up Roz Twyman, who did strike out her first time up against Cluck. Again, impressive numbers for her, a 441 hitter with a 509 on base percentage. She gets on more than half the time. The Cardinal leadoff hitter, and the second baseman swinging a miss. Strike 1 there. For investment advice, insurance planning, or a personalized retirement analysis, reach out to Sam Rubenzer and Rubenzer Wealth Management at 715-835-2131. The 0-1 pitch to Twyman, and this one on the air, fouled out of play, and the count goes to 0-2. I think you could hear the coaches saying beforehand, and Sam Aberley's right. He called me when I talked to Jam. Jared Faraday had said that Coach Schofer had said cat fight. No, she said dog fight. And there's a ball, 1 and 2. Cat fight, dog fight. It is who breaks first today? Who's going to blink first with these 2 terrific pitchers? Right now, the game within the game, nobody's got a runner to second base yet. There's a ball missing, 2-2 to Twyman. In fact, McElwain is retired the first 6 batters in order. And for the Cards, only Geist reaching on a 2-out single back in the second. 2 outs right now for Twyman with a 2-2 count. The pitch. She looks at a ball, misses 3-2. So the first time either pitcher has gone to a full count today, with Twyman facing the full count. Righty versus righty, senior versus senior. Cluck, ready, here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cluck retires Twyman. In the middle of 3, it's Chi-Hi and Everest, still scoreless on WOGO Sports. This is Chi-Hi Sectional Softball.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips." Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love.
For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, "Thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut." They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Rubenzer Wealth Management is proud to support Chi-Hi Athletics and wishes the Cards the best of luck in the playoffs. Whether you're looking for investment advice, insurance planning, or a personalized retirement analysis, let Rubenzer Wealth Management cover your bases towards financial security. Reach out to Sam Rubenzer and the Rubenzer Wealth Management team by calling 715-835-2123. That's 835-2123.
Well, this game is scoreless as they head to the bottom of 3. Meanwhile, McDonald up on Colfax, 3-1, bottom of 2, I think. Bottom of 2 at Colfax in our other game on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. So the Max looking to get to the sectional final in D4. As in the bottom of the 3rd, it's going to be the 7-8-9 hitter starting with Brooke Brown, the left fielder. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, 6 strikeouts through 10 batters for Addie Cluck. And she's got Twyman twice, and you know what a terrific hitter Roz is. 0-1 now to Brown, the left fielder, senior. To the ball high, misses, 1-1. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose quality propane and fuels. Need propane for your home or business. The pitch. And called strike, and the count goes to 1-2. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. So 1-2 to Brooke Brown to lead things off here. Brown, a .268 hitter, .329 on base percentage. Pop up on the infield, and it's going to go out of play on the third base side. Hey, we're making great progress, but there remains a shortage of WIA licensed officials for a number of high school sports in Wisconsin and nationwide. We owe a debt of gratitude to those that have committed their time and effort to ensure that we're able to sustain education-based athletics, because without officials, there are no games. The 1-2 pitch now to Brown. The rise ball misses 2-2. If you have what it takes to make the right call, please don't hesitate. An exciting and rewarding experience is awaiting you. So let's get you licensed as a sports official. I'll tell you how in a moment. 2-2 pitch, McElwain to Brown. Here it is. And this one fouled off. Good battle by Brown. All you got to do is access the officials tab at the top of the WIAA website homepage to get started. A message from WOGO and the WIAA Keeping Education in Sports. All right, McElwain. 2-2 to Brown. First batter in this bottom of the 3rd. Off-speed pitch, got her to go, and they're going to say she's okay. Apparently, all right, now so she strikes out. I was unclear of the deal, whether it was a foul ball or not. So it is a 4th strikeout of the game. Brooke Brown, and Brown having a word to her teammate Kelsey Meverton, the senior center fielder, who stepping in now. And there is a called strike 1. So McElwain, again, has never even reached 3 balls today. She has been in front and in charge, facing Meverton, the number 8 hitter. Pretty good numbers, though, 315 and 346 here. Behind 0-1 to Violet, a sophomore. Off-speed pitch fouled off, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. As McElwain is in front here. With 1 out, bottom of the 3rd from Everest. And this one grounded towards second base. Twyman's got it. Easy pass over to first for out number 2. So not a lot of that when you've had so many strikeouts for both sides. Just hitting the ball is attention grabbing here today. And the 4-3 put out Twyman to Geist. And it brings up the number 9 hitter, Kelsey Woolley, who is the senior second baseman, hitting .234 with a .300 on base percentage. Hitting from the right side. She is a diminutive one. The shortest hitter I've seen so far. And a pop-up in the foul territory, and Geist makes the catch. First ball hitting. Woolley pops out in foul territory, and The Evergreens go 1-2-3 for the third time. We head to the fourth. Still scoreless from DC Everest on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Playoff Softball.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Since 1951, Bowl and Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl and Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl and Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl and Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
To be the best, you've got to beat the best, and the Cards are trying to do that, trying to beat 23-2 DC Everest. It's scoreless as they head to the top of the fourth here on WOGO. McDonald ahead, though, 3-1, bottom of 2 at Colfax. And there's a bunt attempt laid down by Romanowski. It's going to be tough throw to first, and I'm blacked out. The runner is safe at first, Romanowski. We've got the Romanowski looks a bit confused and he's talking with the home plate umpire. I was screened out, and they're going to say back to the batter's box for her. So, okay, that's going to be strike one on Georgia. She did beat it out, but, all right, so some discussion behind me. Must be a Chi-Hi fan saying home plate is fair. So, anyhow, the umpires, we've got 3 of them here making that call, so 0-1 now. And there's the bunt attempt fouled off. And again, Georgia is a terrific bunter, but now at 0-2, the strategy likely to change. Remember, Twyman had struck out to end the third as the Cards went 1-2-3. Top of the fourth here, Romanowski did strike out her first time against Cluck, who has 6 Ks on the day. The 0-2 pitch, and swing and a miss, strike 3. And that would have been ball 1, but she goes down swinging. 7 strikeouts. So Cluck, a lot of those. She no-hit Hudson the other day. The Cards with a hit at least as Lauren Shepard comes up. Lauren, a .419 hitter with a .495 on-base percentage, 6 doubles and 11 homers on the season. How about if she connects on one of these fastballs? The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Seemed to be a bit off speed maybe that time from Cluck as she does battle with the Winona State recruit, Lauren Shepard, who's had a terrific season. 0-1 now, 1 out, top of the fourth. And this one smacked by the shortstop base hit. Shepard's aboard, and it goes deep into left field. And Shepard a single with 1 out, the second base runner for the Cards. And that will bring up the number 4 hitter, McKenna Bauer. Bauer, the third baseman, hitting .337 with a .392 on base percentage. Had a solid line drive to the center fielder earlier. 1 on, 1 out for the Cardinals now. Bauer. And she smashes one to left field. It's a long drive for Bauer, and it's going to be a catch out there by Brooke Brown, and the runner will hold. But again, Bauer has hit it well both times. She has hit it well both times. A line out to center and a line out to left. First ball hitting McKenna Bauer. And not able to get a sac fly on that one, so the runner holding at first with 2 out. Sophomore Lainey Henkelman. Henkelman hitting from the right side. Facing Cluck, at least making contact, right? And there's a ball high and a rise ball, 1-0. Again, you know, you're striking out, you have no chance. At least if it's a grounder or you hit it, you got at least an opportunity. And this one smacked pretty well, left field. She's got it measured for the out. There as the catch made by Laney off of the lanky, but they hit it, and after only the strikeout to lead off the inning. In the middle of 4 from Everest, still scoreless on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
And we head to the bottom half of the fourth for the Cardinals. As second look here for the Evergreens against Violet McElwain, the sophomore right-hander for the Cards, with her 4 strikeouts and no walks. I got to tell you, everybody remember my family does their banking at Royal Credit Union. And my daughter Elena was an intern there in the past. We love Royal Credit Union. The people are so kind, so friendly. You'll love it as well. I encourage you to consider doing your banking with Royal Credit Union. Learn more at rcu.org. That's rcu.org. Okay. All right, to the bottom half of the fourth we go. It's Sydney Spear, Aubrey Klott, and Mara Meverden, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters who have struck out, and popped out. And again, McElwain getting the encouragement from Roz, Twyman, and Quemini. Everybody knows they're in a battle to see who goes to Stevens Point for Thursday's sectional final for the right to go to state. And this one hit to left field, and Amundsen has it for out number 1. So first ball hitting, Sydney Spear, an improvement on her strikeout from earlier, making contact against McElwain with the fly out to left. So 1 out for Aubrey Klott. Klott, the junior catcher, a 286 average with a 383 on base percentage. And she's up in front of the plate, so trying to get a jump on that spin, I guess. So anyhow, some hitters prefer that. She does. And she'll step out of the box now against McElwain. And here it is from Violet. And she squared to bunt, and instead, that one, ball 1, 1-0. When you need a boundary surveyed on residential or commercial property, I think Heath Loken and Associates, LLC Professional Land Surveying, get it done right. More in a moment. And this is a low pitch hit down the third base line and foul out of play. Yeah, get it done right. Call owner and mayor Jason Heath and Heath Loken at 715-720-4000. I got to get Jason on one of our Chippewa Valley This Week shows and talk about becoming the mayor of Chippewa Falls. Great job by Mayor Hoffman for years. Oh, off-speed pitch and fooled her. Big time on that one as it goes to 1-2. That was her best off-speed pitch of the day, don't you think? Oh, that was really something. As the count goes, it looked juicy, but set it up by those fastballs. The 1-2 pitch now from McElwain. She fires the strike 3, and there's another one. Another K for Violet. As the Cardinals continue on here with 2 outs and her 5th strikeout of the game. And it brings up Mara Meverden, the number 3 hitter, who popped out to first her first time. Bottom of the 4th, 2 out now. Evergreens, the home team. Pop up on the infield. Romanowski has a beat on it in short outfield grass, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. So 12 in a row for McElwain, retired. The Cardinals and Evergreens still scoreless as we head to the 5th on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinals Sectional Softball.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley, your local restoration experts for fire damage, water damage, mold remediation, and trauma. Service Master provides carpet and air duct cleaning as well. Just look for the yellow truck, locally owned with emergency service always at the ready. Service Master of Chippewa Valley brings peace of mind 24/7, 365. Call 715-723-9781 or go to ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com. Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Trust comes in the yellow truck.
Soak up sun, sand, and smart saving with a certificate at Royal Credit Union. Royal's 4.40% annual percentage yield 12-month certificate has guaranteed returns at maturity and no minimum opening balance for fast and easy opening. Open now at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/savesmart. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 5/27/25. Insured by NCUA.
It is only 5:34, and this game is sailing by. Now, we started before 5. We started about 4:54, but wow, as we head to the top of the 5th, Allie Geist, who singled her first time, Willa Reisinger, and Gracie Amundsen for the Cards in a scoreless battle in the sectional semi. And Geist hits a high elevator shot pop-up, and it actually landed in foul territory. It was playable, but not reachable for the catcher, Aubrey Klott. Klott, the junior catcher, the receiver for Addie Cluck, the senior right-hander, with Taylor Friedel at first, Kelsey Woolley at second, Lauren Summerow at short, and Mara Meverden, the junior third baseman. Count 0-1, the pitch, off-speed pitch, and it hit her. It nicked Allie Geist. It just clipped her a little bit. So Geist aboard for the second time today, hit by pitch, and the leadoff runner aboard for the Cards, and that's huge for Chippewa. And now Chelsea Sikora out there as Reisinger stepping up, and we're going to get a pinch runner for the Cards. It's Emma Hepner, the sophomore. Hepner, the young sophomore, and they're calling her back, and she's getting a word from third base coach and co-head coach Chelsea Sikora. Pinch substitution, if you will, a substitution, and again, Hepner played, got a lot of action in the JV squad, as did Kendall Musser, and they've been working as pinch runners here during the postseason. So Hepner is just a sophomore, and she's at first base running for Allie Geist. Cards have not got a runner beyond first all day, but a leadoff runner aboard for the first time today. And there's the bunt laid down by Reisinger. Fantastic bunt, throw over to first in time for the out. And they throw to second, and the runner Hepner is there. So a brilliant bunt and a fantastic sacrifice by Reisinger. And she does a great job there, advancing the runner to second. Score at 2-4 for the out. And it puts the runner at second. And now with Hepner at second, it is going to be Taylor Schmidt hitting in place of Gracie Amundsen. Now Amundsen will stay in the field, but they've done this earlier in the Memorial game, then didn't so much in the last game over Rapids, the 11-3 win. I think Taylor did get it hit. No, they did do it. They didn't do it against Memorial, but they did do it twice. So you never know. All right, so it's Taylor Schmidt, a .423 hitter, .483 on-base percentage. And swing and a miss, strike one from Taylor. Taylor Schmidt, number 1, a junior, class of 2026. So runner at second, first time the Cards have put a runner at second all day today. And the pitch. And that one misses, the count to 1-1 now. Freeze Financial Group in Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Schmidt. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group. And curious what your land is worth, or you're looking to buy, call Sissy Knops of MSK Realtors, mskrealtors.com. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, that one misses, 2-2. So runner at second is the pinch runner, the sophomore, Emma Hepner, after Geist was hit by a pitch. Reisinger with a fantastic bunt to move her. And now Taylor Schmidt, 1-2. Oh, and there's a called strike 3. So Schmidt is retired, and the 8th strikeout of the day for the very impressive Addie Cluck, and it brings up the number 9 hitter, Kennedy Swan. Swan, a 177 hitter with a .320 on-base percentage. Runner at second and 2 outs now for Swan. Looks at a ball low. Oh, called strike at the knees, 0-1. So Twyman on deck. You'd love it if Swan could reach and Twyman could have another try after the 2 strikeouts against Cluck, her 3rd try. The 0-1 pitch. She looks at a call, strike 2. So Swan in the hole now, 0-2, with the Cards runner at second for the first time all day. Top of the 5th, scoreless battle, Division I sectional semifinal. McDonald up at Colfax. We'll try to get an update. There's a rise ball. It misses 1-2. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated, always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. Ooh, upstairs missing 2-2 to Swan. with Emma Hepner, the sophomore, at second, running for Allie Geist. 2-2 with 2 outs in a scoreless game, top of the 5th at DC Everest. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 9th strikeout of the day for Addie Cluck. So the Cards strand one after Geist was hit by a pitch. Middle of 5, still scoreless from DC Everest. Cards and Evergreens on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
It may work for horseshoes and hand grenades, but sometimes close enough isn't good enough, especially when you need a boundary surveyed on your property. So call Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, Professional Land Surveying. State licensed and fully insured, they can handle residential, commercial, and government land surveying with the very latest surveying equipment and mapping software. Call owner Jason Heath at 715-720-4000. Get it done right. Heath, Loken & Associates, LLC, Professional Land Surveying.
The battle continues, the dog fight, the cat fight. Pick your animal. It's Violet McElwain facing the Evergreens, 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and as the Evergreens bring up their cleanup hitter, a left-handed hitting Piper Schultz, and this one hit foul on the third baseline. Yes, it's Piper Schultz, the junior designated player, batting cleanup. And if your home or business needs a cleanup from fire, smoke, or water damage or mold remediation, call the experts at Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Service Master, trust comes in the yellow truck. And home plate umpire having Violet McElwain getting the ball out to her here. As Piper Schultz, she popped out to short her first time, and Schultz, Addie Cluck, the pitcher, and Taylor Friedel here from Everest High School. And this one, again, foul, hits the roof of the third base dugout where the Cards are, and it's 0-2 now. Experience the local pharmacy difference at the Medicine Shop of Chippewa Falls of Menominee, the Medicine Shop, caring beyond prescriptions. McElwain with 5 strikeouts on the day. Ahead 0-2 to the cleanup hitter Schultz. The pitch, and that one's strike 3, and they're going to throw it over to first base to guarantee it for the out. And good job by Lauren Shepard to complete that. 6th strikeout of the day for Violet. And it brings up Addie Cluck, who struck out her first time. Cluck, a .324 hitter with a .378 on-base percentage. Hard-throwing pitcher. Now at the plate. And she fouls one off, 0-1. When you need a plumbing repair or building or remodeling, call Boland Prue Plumbing. Trusted since 1951, Boland Prue Plumbing. And Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics, Northwestern Bank. 0-1 to Cluck here. Bottom of 5, scoreless duo. Chi-High and Everest. Everest the better record. Off-speed pitch hit, fouled on the third baseline, and the count goes to 0-2. Cards 16-11, but had their best offensive game the other day. 11-3 road win at Rapids to get here. Chi-High a 5-seed, Rapids was a 4-seed. And taking on DC Everest, the number 1 seed here today. Trying to get to the sectional final. And this one in the air and foul out of play on the third base side. The count stays 0-2. 0-2 to Cluck, pitcher versus pitcher. Of course, Violet doesn't bat. She's told us earlier this season, she's like, I don't even have a bat. It's not on my mind. I pitch. It's like, can we give Kentucky Fried Chicken? You know, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do chicken right. So there's a free plug. Join us. There's a swing and a strike 3, and Shepard's going to throw that drop third strike, and that's the 7th strike. And both times she struck out Cluck, the 5-hitter, and it brings up Taylor Friedel. Friedel, a .235 hitter, .371 on base percentage. 2 are out now for Friedel, who flew out to left her first time. You know, if you're a fielder today with all these strikeouts, you got to stay focused. You never know when you could be involved in the action.
Nice pitch.
And the first one is a called strike, 0-1. You could hear the confirmation from one of the fans affirming that to Friedel. 7 Ks for Violet today, and 9 on the other side for Cluck, who she just struck out a moment ago. The 0-1 pitch, foul back, strike 2. That was off the bat, off the catcher's mask. Shepard with sunglasses underneath her mask today. I don't know if I've noticed that before for her, but seeing it today. Count 0-2 to Friedel in the 6th spot. Macawam has retired 14 in a row. As good a game as I've seen her pitch. The 0-2 pitch, and the ball low in the dirt, 1-2. Violet, we forget, she's just a sophomore. Pitched a lot as a freshman. Obviously, her and Reisiger, the bulk of the innings this year for the Cards, and now ahead 1-2 with 2 outs. Off speed, this one hit foul back, 1-2. So Friedel fighting it off, a .235 hitter with a .371 on-base percentage. The senior first baseman for Coach Katie Schofer's DC Everest Evergreens. Bottom of the 5th, this game has just sailed along here on this Monday afternoon due to the rain tomorrow. Off-speed pitch, and that one misses. And an off-speed riser, and the count goes to 2-2. So Friedel battling with some fouls with Brooke Brown on deck. 2 out, both have struck out to start the inning, and time is called by Friedel. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders. Call White City Glass. 2-2 to Friedel. The pitch fouled off again. So Friedel, good job to her battling the Cardinal pitcher, Violet Macawam. Again, Royal Credit Union, my family, we do all of our banking there, all 7 of us. We encourage you to check it out. Royal Credit Union. Opening an account is easy. Visit rcu.org, rcu.org. And time is called again. 2-2. I don't know what the deal is here. And they've got the third base umpire is talking to Chelsea Sikora, and now Violet's off the mound, kind of getting her visor back, her mask back on. So the count stays 2-2. I'm not sure. And now they awarded a ball for whatever reason. I don't know. It wasn't a balk. They awarded a ball. There was not a pitch throw. 3-2. Here it is. And this one fouled off. So the first time Violet has gone to a full count all day. She has 7 strikeouts, including the first 2 hitters this inning. And credit Friedel for really battling her. They have not had a base runner yet. First 14 retired. Macawam, the 3-2 pitch. And foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. We'll just keep doing it. Livia Weight Control Center, Eau Claire, the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. Her own Caleb Swenson, voicing the Max Game, lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports and get 3 months free of your personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. This one slugged to center field. Swan is there to make the catch. So 15 in a row, retired, quite the battle, but Macawam did not blink. Through 5 innings, what a battle. Chai and DC Everest both desperately want to get to Thursday's sectional final on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls wishes our Chi High and McDonald student athletes the best of luck. The doctors and their team are dedicated to supporting patients of all ages throughout the Chippewa Valley, helping them live a healthy life. Cook Chiropractic prides itself on excellent chiropractic care and is located on County Highway I in Chippewa Falls. Follow Cook Chiropractic Center on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming events and tips on taking care of your health naturally. Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls.
All right, we're getting right after here in the top half of the 6th. Scoreless game here from DC Everest on WOGO Sports, but McDonald leading 6-2 in the bottom of 4 and Colfax. In our other game on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel, as Twyman hits one down the left field line and out of play. And 1-1 now to Roz, who has struck out in her first 2 trips so far today. 9 strikeouts and no walks for Cluck, and 7 strikeouts and no walks for Macawam as the count goes to 2-1 to Violet. Again, she was the first and 6th strikeout victim. We're in the top of the 6th here. It is pitcher's duel extraordinaire in this scoreless game. And this one, a little nubber down foul territory down the first baseline. Twyman going to run it out just in case, but if it somehow spun back into the field of play, and the count 2-2 to Roz. As this battle continues here between these two very determined squads. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter in the lineup and in the inning. Top of the 6th. And she looks at a rise ball, misses 3-2. So Cluck has not walked anybody all day. When the count has gone full, once, maybe twice, she's been able to win that battle, either through a strikeout or an out. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And this one high in the infield. And it's going to be the shortstop under it for out number 1. So Lauren Semro, the senior shortstop, grabbing, again, Twyman improving on her strikeout, but popping it up, maybe setting it up, maybe in extra innings we can get a line drive hit out of Roz. And now it brings up Romanowski, a 352 hitter. Look for her, dangerous on the bunt, and her speed so good out of that left side. We'll see. The pitch. She's going to look to lay one down foul, third baseline. So she'll check the sign from Chelsea Sikora. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose quality propane and fuels when you need propane for your home or business. And then Romanowski's going to lay it down foul again on the third baseline. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. All right, so no balls and 2 strikes to Romanowski. Kind of removes the bunting attempt. She struck out both of her previous appearances, and she looks at a ball missing 1-2. 1-2 now for Georgia Romanowski, hitting from the left side, the Cardinal number 2 hitter in the inning and in the order with Shepard on deck. This one hit foul again on the third baseline. The top high school track and field student athletes in Wisconsin will compete in the WI State Track and Field Championships this weekend, Friday and Saturday at Veterans Memorial Stadium in La Crosse. Tell you how you can get tickets in a moment. Off-speed pitch, and there's strike 3. So Romanowski becomes the 10th strikeout victim of the day for Cluck, who had no-hit Hudson the other day. And it brings up Lauren Shepard, who has popped out and singled in her 2 trips. So 1 for 2 for the junior catcher, hitting .419, .495 on-base percentage. And she smashes one by the shortstop, base hit. So another single for Shepard, and she's 2 for 3 in the day. So she's hitting Cluck well, but can she get some help from Bauer now? Yeah, tickets for the track and field meet can be purchased online by accessing the WIAA website at wiawi.org and clicking on the tickets link. That website again, wiawi.org. In addition, for more information about the state track and field championships, log on to the WIAA website and access the Tournament Central link on the homepage. Bauer now, McKenna Bauer, the senior third baseman. And she looks at ball 1, 1-0. Bauer she's hit the ball well both times. She's lined out to center and lined out to left. The drama heightens here in the top of the 6th. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. And she grounds one to short over there, Semro. Semro's play is at first and drop the ball. Runners are safe. Diving back and safe at second. So the first baseman, Taylor Friedel, dropped the ball. And so that would be an E3. That was a catchable play there and would have been an out, but now it's runners at first and second with 2 outs. I said 1, I misspoke. It's 2 outs, and Lainey Henkelman now. And Henkelman, hitting from the right side, the sophomore, is grounded out to short and flied out to left, so she has not struck out in her 2 trips against Cluck, and she swings late at a rise ball, 0-1. So again, second time today the Cards have had a runner reach second base, and it might have been the 3rd out, except Friedel dropped the throw from Semro, and this one hit to left field down the line, and it's going to get foul ball. Fair ball. Well, they've got the runner at third, and it's a double. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. A double is good for Lainey Henkelman, and it's a 1-0 Cardinal lead. And I completely blew that call, so an error on the broadcaster. We called it the best I could here, and my apologies, but hey, the result is what counts. And it's a 1-0 lead here for Chippewa Falls, where every run is precious. Wow, what a hit for Lainey Henkelman as she doubles and puts runners at second and third. So that dropped, again, that's an unearned run with the dropped infield play by Friedel earlier. And it puts Bauer to third base and Henkelman to second, the biggest hit of the sophomore's career. And the Cluck now trailing 1-0. And the way Macawama's pitched, they have not had a runner reach base, hit or walk or error or anything. And so with 2 out now, it's Allie Geist. Geist hitting from the right side. And she pops one on the infield. It's going to hit and go foul. So the count goes to 0-1. So 1 run is great, but think of what you can do for insurance here with Henkelman at second. And it looks like they do have the pinch runner in. I don't know if we got the number on that. If maybe it's Kendall Musser, number 8, the freshman, I'm believing. And Geist now, who singled earlier and was hit by a pitch, and she looks at a ball, 1-1. Geist has reached base both times today, singled and hit by a pitch. Runners at second and third. And this one to first, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Friedel, but not before the Cards score 1 in the middle of 6 from Everest. It's Chi-High 1 and Everest nothing on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community, by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi-High softball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Lady Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Well, the Cards with big smiles on their faces as they've got a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Cards able to get an unearned run after 2 were out. A single by Shepard, and then Bauer reaches on an error, a drop ball at first, and then a double by Lainey Henkelman down the left field line, scoring the only run of the game. And now the Cards to Violet McElwain, who's retired 15 in a row. All 15 hitters she's faced, facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Brooke Brown, Kelsey Meverden, and Kelsey Woolley for DC Everest. And Brooke Brown, a 268 hitter with a 329 on base percentage. And so McElwain looking at her wrist. She's been brilliant today. The pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there's strike 1, swinging to Brooke Brown. Brown struck out her first time as McElwain with 7 strikeouts on the day and no walks. No one has reached base. Neither pitcher has walked anybody today, although Cluck did hit a batter, Allie Geist. The 0-1 pitch, and that a rise ball, and it's high, 1-1. 1-1 to the right-handed hitting Brooke Brown, bottom of 6th inning as this is WOGO, Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Max leading their game at Colfax. There's a ball, misses from McElwain. Again, just a 1-0 game. The Cards did get runners at second and third, but couldn't get any more against Cluck in the top half of the 6th. 2-1. McElwain has not been behind on too many hitters today. And that is a ball low, 3-1. So Violet now facing a 3-1. She has not been 3-1 to anybody all day. She's been 3-2 a time or two, but she has not been 3-1 to anybody. She is right now to Brooke Brown. The way she's pitched, I would think it would be a red light, hoping for a walk. We'll see. Here's the pitch. There's a strike right down Main Street for strike 2. So that was a hittable pitch to Brown, but again, you can understand maybe the red light. And so now 3-2. The count is full for maybe only the second time today. The pitch, and this one fouled off. It was a great battle to end the last inning. Taylor Friedel fouling off a bunch of balls before hitting a fly out to Kennedy Swan in center. And just a spectacular effort by Macawam so far. 3-2 now. Here it is, and that one's low. So the first walk of the day comes to lead off the 6th inning in the Evergreens with the tying run aboard, and it brings up Kelsey Meverden, the senior center fielder. And Meverden has grounded out to second in her only trip. Part of the benefit of pitching so well is that, again, the girls, even now in the bottom of the 6th, still getting just their second look at Macawam. So Violet's first walk of the day, the pitch. And there's a bunt straight out and over the head and caught by Macawam. So she kind of a backhanded stab as she went back and caught it. A nice job, and that was a bunt attempt gone awry and the pop out to the pitcher. So no chance for the sacrifice to move the runner to second. And it brings up Kelsey Woolley, the number 9 hitter, who popped out her first time in foul territory to Allie Geist. Hitting from the right side, Woolley. And she's going to lay down a bunt, and it's right on home plate. They're going to throw to first to get the out with Twyman covering, and the runner moves to second. I think it was even on home plate, but home plate is fair territory. It's interesting, earlier Romanowski had one and was trying to figure out why her bunt was called back, but anyhow, fielded well by Shepard and a good job on the throw that time to Twyman covering. So score that sacrifice, 2-4. It does move the runner to second with 2 outs now for Sydney Spear, the leadoff hitter, the right fielder, who is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to left. Hitting from the left side. The pitch, and this one, a bunt attempt fouled back against the fence, 0-1. So Spear, a .412 hitter with a .468 on-base percentage. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Chi-High. The plot continues to thicken here for the Cards. Macawam, a Shepard at her catcher. Geist, Twyman, Romanowski, and Bauer from first to third. There's a pitch low and misses in the count, 1-1. And then the outfield is Amundsen, the sophomore, in left, Kennedy Swan, the senior, in center, and junior Willa Reisinger in right. It's 201 down the left field line, 203 down the right field line, and 202 to dead center. Kind of goes uphill to right. And there's a ball that got away, and it's going to allow the runner to advance, and over the glove of the catcher, Shepard, and it allows the runner, Brown, to advance to third. So just 60 feet away from tying as the count goes to 2-1 on the ball to Spear. So Macawam's toughest inning after she retired 15 in a row. But again, brilliant performance, 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. Has not allowed a hit so far. And now behind 2-1 to Spear. The pitch to the lefty, and she's going to ground onto Twyman at second. It goes by her. It goes by Twyman, and we've got a tie game at 1 apiece. So there was a seeing eye grounder, and it skipped over Twyman's glove for a single, and an RBI for Spear, and this game is tied at 1. And new life and new hope for the Evergreens. So Roz is very sure-handed. It was just one of those, you never know, skipping along the dirt, and that's why they'll tell you. We've talked about this with Jason Bob in our baseball broadcasts. With the upward focus and a lot of swings these days, fewer hitters are hitting ground balls, and so that was a benefit of Spear. Make them work, and a seeing eye single, and this game is tied at 1 as Brooke Brown scored. And now it's Aubrey Klott, and she looks at a ball, 1-0. And so they're fired up on the Evergreen side now, bottom of the 6th. This game for so much had the feel like it could go extra innings. Last we knew, McDonald was up 6-2 in the bottom of 4 at Colfax, looking to get to their own Division IV sectional final on Thursday. Pop up on the infield, and it's going to out hit Sam Everly and into the bleachers right there, just to the left of us. On the third base side, and the count 1-1 to Aubrey Klott, who has struck out both of her trips. Freeze Financial Group in Chippewa Falls helps their clients build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Go Cards from Freeze Financial Group. So McElwain at 1-1 to Klott. Number 2 hitter, and this fastball is hit foul, and it's 1-2. When you need a boundary surveyed on residential or commercial property, think Heath Loken & Associates, LLC, Professional Land Surveying. Get it done right. Call Jason Heath and Heath Loken, 715-720-4000. 1-2 with 2 outs. Runner at first. Tie game. The pitch. Off-speed pitch. Shepard's going to throw it out to second in the dirt, and it's going to be saved out there. Runner steals a base. Spear stealing as the count goes to 2-2. Shepard did hesitate a little bit, trying to decide whether to throw it out there. And now that runner in scoring position with Klott hitting from the right side. She has struck out in her 2 earlier trips, 2 of the 7 Ks that McElwain had on the day. 2-2, 2 out, runner at second, tie game at 1 apiece. From Everest, the pitch. And this one slugged foul down the left field line, third baseline. And 2-2, and we'll do it again. With Klott, the catcher, the junior catcher, 286 hitter, 383 on base percentage. She has not been on today. Strikeout victims 2 and 5 against McElwain, who had 12 strikeouts in the first tournament game against Memorial and 9 in the win at Rapids the other day. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed, called strike 3. And so the Cards get out of it, and McElwain is fired up. The Cardinals move to the top of the 7th, tied at 1 with Everest on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
At CVTC, you don't have to choose between your busy life and learning. With over 20 fully online programs, you can earn your degree from home on your schedule. Into tech? Explore 5 IT degrees completely taught online. Interested in healthcare? The Online Patient Service Specialist program may be right for you. Looking to grow in business? Build a strong foundation with professional communications, supply chain management, or administrative professional. No drive time, no gas. Just learning on your own terms. Visit cvtc.edu/online to get started.
All right, well, it's tightened up in the McDonald game. 6-5 now, Max, top of the 6th, as Koufax with a home run with at least 1, if not 2 runners on base. So from 6-2 to 6-5 now. Thanks to Sam Aberle for that, our video game producer, and Greg Stewart. Thanks so much to him for manning the controls back at our WOGO studio today. Curious what your home or land is worth, or you're looking to buy? Call Sissy Knaps of MSK Realtors, mskrealtors.com. All right, for the Cardinals now, in the top of the 7th inning, it's Reisinger, Amundsen, and Swan, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Chippewa Falls against Cluck, and new life and new hope for the Evergreens. And this one hit foul and out of play. Again, Everest was down 1-0, but they were able to manufacture a run. Credit to them, and Cluck 10 strikeouts on the day. Before that last inning, McElwain had been perfect. You're not supposed to mention that, but she'd been perfect, 15 out of 15. But then the walk and eventually the sacrifice, and then the able to get the, and there's Reisinger, a base hit to right field, and the Cardinals have the leadoff runner aboard. So the Cardinals have their leadoff runner aboard as Reisinger gets her first hit of the day, the junior outfielder pitcher, and a great way to start the 7th inning for Grace Amundsen, who has struck out, and Taylor Schmidt also struck out in this 8th spot for the Cards. Amundsen, a 214 hitter. She'll lay down a bunt, and diving the catcher, she's going to throw it to first in time. Fantastic play by Aubrey Klott, but a great bunt by Amundsen as well on the 2-4 sacrifice. But a great bunt by Amundsen, but fantastic play by Klott, going out there and just diving to get it, and from her knees throwing out the runner. And it brings up Kennedy Swan now, who has struck out in both of her trips, as the Cardinals with that run Reisinger at second, and Chelsea Sikora talking to her home plate umpire. We're going to get a pinch runner for Reisinger for the Cardinals. And Reisinger encouraging her. She's the go-ahead run here in the top half of the 7th inning. And that is the third pinch runner of the day for the Cardinals, and it's number 11, Claire Hepner. So Claire, the junior, her younger sister Emma had been a pinch runner earlier. Claire getting installed there in that important position with Kennedy Swan. Runner at second, 1 out. And Swan looks at a strike one. And strike out both of her times. A 177 hitter with a 320 on base percentage. We mentioned those 9 walks on the season for Kennedy, Cardinal center fielder. And swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 down. Runner 120 feet from tying this game is Claire Hepner, the junior. And Cluck looking for 11th strikeout of the day now. And this one fouled off, so Kennedy staying alive. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders. Call White City Glass. Top half of the 7th, tied at 1. Everest is the home team in this sectional semifinal game. And there's a called strike 3, so Swan is called out on strikes. 11th K of the day for Addie Cluck, and it brings up Roz Twyman, who after a couple of strikeouts did pop out to short her last time. Roz is due. She's ready. A 441 hitter with a 509 on base percentage. 0 for 3 on the day, the senior. She looks at a first ball called strike here with 2 out in the top of the 7th. Cardinals, in terms of contact hitters, I mean, maybe other than Shepard, there's nobody else you'd want up here. The 0-1 pitch, and she hits one high in the air, first base elevator shaft, and it's going to be caught by Taylor Friedel. So the Cards get a runner after the single by Reisinger, but they strand Claire Hepner in the middle of 7 from Everest. It's tied at 1, shy high in the Evergreens on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for getting a haircut at Great Clips. Yeah, you waited till the last minute, but with online check-in, you got in fast and left with a look you love. For a great cut in less time, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips. If your hair could talk, it would probably say, thanks for going to Great Clips for a haircut. They had your details saved in clip notes, so all you had to do was relax. And your wallet got a nice break too. For the cut you love for less, take it from your hair. Take yourself to Great Clips.
Rubenzer Wealth Management is proud to support Chi-Hi Athletics and wishes the Cards the best of luck in the playoffs. Whether you're looking for investment advice, insurance planning, or a personalized retirement analysis, let Rubenzer Wealth Management cover your bases towards financial security. Reach out to Sam Rubenzer and the Rubenzer Wealth Management team by calling 715-835-2123. That's 835-2123.
All right, so Klott struck out to end the last inning. 8th strikeout victim, and this is a grounder to third. Throw over to first is going to be in time for out number 1. So Mara Meverden, the junior third baseman, grounding out 5-3 as Bauer turns that one. Again, with all the strikeouts, not a lot of plays by the defense. And we're 2 outs away from going to extra innings with the cleanup hitter, Piper Schulz, the lefty. Schulz batting cleanup. And if your home or business needs a cleanup from fire, smoke, or water damage, or mold remediation, there's a called strike 1. Call the experts at Service Master, the Chippewa Valley Service Master. Trust comes in the yellow truck. Appreciate their sponsorship and all of our great advertisers making this broadcast possible. 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch hit in the air to right field. Reisinger going back, and she'll make the catch for out number 2. So pretty well hit by Schulz, but good job by Willa to just back up and take care of it. She's got the shades on out there. So 1 out away from going to extra innings and the top of the 8th, and it's Addison Cluck. So how appropriate in terms of the drama, right? Pitcher versus pitcher. It's been such a good battle between Cluck and McElwain. We won't have McElwain hitting Cluck because Violet doesn't bat. So here we go. Pretty wide open stance for Cluck. Here we go, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She was way out in front of that off-speed pitch. 2 strikes away from getting to extra innings. Earlier this season here at this field, Everest beat Chi-Hi 2-0. They came, about 9 days later, they came to Chippewa and beat the Cards 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Cluck has struck out both of her previous appearances today against Violet. The sophomore, McElwain, right-hander, against the senior right-hander and right-handed hitter, Addison Cluck. Cluck, a .324 hitter with a .378 on-base percentage. The 0-2 pitch now from McElwain. And this one hit to left field, and it's going to be caught out there by the left fielder. She's got it to throw into second base. And no, they're going to say it apparently was a hit. It was a diving attempt by Amundsen. And now we're coming out and Katie's chauffeur, and they're going to say it was very, very close. Amundsen diving, and apparently ruled she trapped it, what have you. So a great effort by her, but a single by Cluck, and showing her clutch abilities there. And did we get a pinch runner at first? I believe we did, right? And so try to get the runner to get the number. We can catch that. It might be Ilsa Shemileski, number 20, possibly. There's a ball low again. Now we've got Taylor Friedel, and she caused some she had a battle earlier, so 1-0 now with still hope for winning this in regulation with the winning run at first in this sectional semifinal. 2 out though. Friedel 1-0. She looks at a rise ball, misses 2-0. So it is number 20 at first base, and that, as we mentioned, is Ilsa Shemileski, the pinch runner, in for Cluck. And this one fouled off, so the count goes to 2-1. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated is always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. So 2-1 now with 2 outs. Pinch runner at first is Shemileski. And here it is. Off-speed pitch is called strike 2. Called strike 2. So 1 strike away from getting to extra innings for the Cards, and that would be their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. If McElwain and company can get there. Here's the pitch. And this one hit foul. Again, Friedel does a great job of battling. She did earlier, her last trip. She has not struck out today against McElwain. Amidst those 8 Ks, she has flown out to left and at a line out to center. And now the count is 2-2. Violet has battled all day. She was perfect through the first 15 hitters before giving up a walk and later a run in the 6th. And time is called. 2-2 to Friedel, a .235 hitter in the 6th spot, with a .371 on-base percentage. Friedel is a senior first baseman. This was grounded to third, and Bowers some trouble with thrower to first in time for the out. The Cardinals force extra innings as we head to the 8th. Chi-High and Everest tied at 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinals Sectionals extra inning softball.
Since 1951, Bowl & Prue Plumbing of Chippewa Falls has been a trusted name in our community. Fully licensed and insured, Bowl & Prue can help with any job, large or small. Whether you need a repair or are building or remodeling, call Bowl & Prue Plumbing. Commercial, agricultural, and residential service, including well pumps, septic systems, and lawn irrigation. Bowl & Prue Plumbing on River Street in Chippewa Falls and online at bowlandprue.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
Addison Cluck to face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Chi-High as we start at the top of the 8th. And Romanowski lays down a great bunt. The catcher throws it over to first base in the dirt and out. Romanowski is thrown out. Oh, great bunt by Georgia down the left field line, the third base line. But Aubrey Clod, who's been impressive defensively, jumping out there like a cat and grabbing it and throwing it to first base. And Taylor Friedel for the out. And 2 great teams playing fantastic softball here. As the out, and Romanowski, we've talked about in previous games, she's so tough to get out on that. with her speed, her bunting ability first and her speed, as Shepard now goes 0-1. Shepard home run capability. She is 2 for 3 on the day, a pop out and 2 singles. She's hit the ball well against Cluck. And she looks at a ball rising there, 1-1. Shepard, impressive numbers, gaudy numbers. 419 average, 495 on base percentage, 6 doubles, and 11 homers on the season. 201 down the left field line. She hits this one in the air to left center, and going over, the center fielder will make the catch, Kelsey Meverden, for out number 2. So top of the 8th, 2 are down for the Cards, and it brings up McKenna Bauer. Bauer has hit the ball well. She lined out to, it's interesting, you know, the breaks of life, right? She hit it out to center and a line out to left, but she reached on an error on the first baseman in the 6th when the Cards were able to get that run eventually, with Henkelman getting the double right after her. And there she looks at a ball that misses, 1-0. So top of the 8th inning now. Again, McDonald 7-6. They're up top of the 7th at Colfax. Colfax, the Vikings are the home team. They get last ups in that sectional semi for D4, also on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. And the off-speed pitch, and that one fooled her. And the count goes to 1-2 to Bauer as she comes over on the third base side a little bit. And checking in with the coach. They have 1-1 on the board, so maybe it's 1-1. I thought maybe it was 1-2, but again, runner at first for the Cardinals. There's a ball high. Top half of the 8th inning. Well, I'm confused. I thought Romanowski had been called out on. She apparently was not. So I was, wow, third mistake of the day for me. And the count goes to 3-1. So I got buffaloed on that one. I thought Romanowski, and I bragged up the catcher, but yeah, it's back to what we said. Okay. And this one foul up. This is happening, you don't have a color analyst. Anyhow, count goes to 3-2. So Shepard was up with the runner at first, and it was apparently the bunt single for Georgia. And again, it had been a really tough play, but I thought in terms of the reaction of the crowd, but I misread the crowd. It was the Chi-Hi faithful that were so loud. 3-2 now to Bauer. She takes her base. So runners at first and second with only 1 out, as the first walk of the day for Addie Cluck. And it brings up Lainey Hankerman, and she had the huge RBI double for the Cards to get their only run earlier, as Aubrey Klott will go out to talk to Addie Cluck here. So runners at first and second, as Romanowski and her great speed at second, and Bauer aboard at first, and McKenna getting on each of these last 2 times, and only 1 out here top of the 8th, as both teams obviously tired. They're human, as good as they are, and Lainey Hankelman, a 238 hitter with a 315 on base percentage, hitting from the right side. Runners at first and second, 1 out. There's a rise ball, misses, 1-0. So 1-0 from Cluck. Romanowski, the go-ahead run, but you take any insurance you can before they come up in the bottom of the 8th. And swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1-2 now to Henkelman. Laney has ground out to short, flied out to left, and had the RBI double in the 6th. This is the top of the 8th in this 1-1 game. The pitch, and this one fouled off. Good way to hang with it. Laney, the designated player, hitting in bat in place of the pitcher, Violet McElwain, with Allie Geist on deck. Henkelman, the sophomore, Geist, the junior. Calling on these underclassmen to step up in this big pressure situation. Runners at first and second. And this one to right field and going back, and it's going to be another for a hit. The Cardinals have runners on all the bases as the runner is safe all around. And we've got the bases loaded with 1 out for Allie Geist. That one to the outfield, and it was the shallow outfield, but too deep for the second baseman, Kelsey Woolley, and it gets in there for the single. And now they will go ahead and huddle with the bases loaded. Romanowski at third, Bauer at second, Henkelman at first, and Laney has stepped up big in 2 crucial situations for the Cards here today. Hey, Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire, the trusted leader in weight loss with doctor-recommended personalized weight loss and nutrition plans. Our own Caleb Swenson lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and had kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 weight loss medications. Mention WOGO Sports for 3 months free of your own personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. All right, bases loaded, 1 out. What a situation for the Cards and Allie Geist, a 200 hitter with a 247 on base. She popped out to first her last time. And she looks at called strike 1. Geist today has singled, was hit by a pitch, and then popped out. So she's officially 1 for 2. But has been on base 2 out of 3 times. And this is a ground ball to short. They're going to throw to force for the out, and they get it at home, and everybody else is safe. So they get the force out at home on the 6-2 fielder's choice. That moves Geist to first, Henkelman to second, and Bauer to third. Cardinals still deadlocked at 1 apiece with 2 outs now. And a good job by the shortstop, Lauren Semro, to throw it home. But the Cardinals, what an opportunity here, top of the 8th against Addie Cluck, who's beat him twice before, 2-0 and 3-2 earlier in the regular season. And now Willa Reisinger, who singled her last time. And this she battles it off. Reisinger, the junior right fielder, a 214 hitter with a 318 on base percentage, but had that big single to right her last trip. 0-1 now, 2 outs, bases loaded. Willa, the outfielder pitcher for the Cardinals, against Cluck. Here it is. And that is a called strike 2. 0-2 to Reisinger now. With Grace Amundsen on deck. But 2 outs for the Cardinals. And behind 0-2 to Cluck. Here it is. And she connects on 1 to right field, down the line. The right fielder coming over, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. And that is Sydney Spear. The Cards strand 3. They threaten but don't come through with a run. In the middle of 8 from Everest, it's still tied at 1 on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinals Sectional Softball, extra innings.
Hi, Chippewa fans. My name is Sissy Knops. I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. Here's a pop quiz. Do you know the current value of your home? I help clients in the Chippewa Valley answer this question in order to get their home sold for top dollar. I can also help you write a winning offer on a home in today's competitive market. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, cabin, or piece of land, contact me, Sissy Knops of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors, 715-828-0903.
Service Master of Chippewa Valley, your local restoration experts for fire damage, water damage, mold remediation, and trauma. Service Master provides carpet and air duct cleaning as well. Just look for the yellow truck, locally owned with emergency service always at the ready. Service Master of Chippewa Valley brings peace of mind 24/7, 365. Call 715-723-9781 or go to ServiceMasterChippewaValley.com. Service Master of Chippewa Valley. Trust comes in the yellow truck.
To the bottom of 8 we go, and if Everest scores, they win. It's Brooke Brown, Kelsey Meverton, and Kelsey Willie, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters against McElwain, Violet McElwain for the Cards. And McElwain bowls one in there, and it's 1-0. So possible sign of some weariness there. It's been a lot of intensity, a lot of mental focus. And, again, this is extra innings now, and that's where you saw, again, Cluck had to toughen up and stiffen. The Cards bases loaded 1 out but couldn't score. And now the 1-0 pitch to Brown, and she looks at a ball high 2-0. Brown, the left fielder, has struck out and walked in her only 2 trips. And ahead 2-0 right now. A 268 hitter, 329 on base percentage. And that was ball 3. So she looks at 3-0 now, low and inside. And again, Violet, only the 1 walk all day. It was to this hitter, Brooke Brown, the senior left fielder. Violet walking around the circle and now settling in. Right foot forward, and she rocks, and here it is. And that's ball 4. So that was her weakest performance to a hitter all day. She was perfect through the first 5 innings. And now Lauren Shepard out to go to have a word with her, with Kelsey Meverton, the senior center fielder, coming up. Again, for investment advice, insurance planning, or personalized retirement analysis, reach out to Sam Rubenzer and Rubenzer Wealth Management at 715-835-2131. All right, a 1-1 game here. Bottom of the 8th, 1 on, nobody out. And there's a bunt attempt, and it's bunted way foul behind home plate and out of play for Kelsey Meverden, and she popped out to the pitch. Last time we had the same scenario. Back in the 6th with the walk to Brown. Again, the only 2 walks of the game have both been to Brooke Brown, and then there was a bunt attempt that was popped out to the pitcher. This one went backwards. Meverden tries again, and then she's going to lay down a bunt beautifully. Bauer's going to miss it, and runners are safe at first and second. Bauer came in from third and tried to grab it with her hand and didn't get down and get it, and so everybody's safe. Tried to just grab it and barehand it and throw it, and one can understand it, but you got to secure the ball. She didn't, and so E5 there, and puts runners at first and second, nobody out. It's the only run that matters is really second. I mean, that's the winning run. With nobody out, though, the Cards are in a jam right here. They're going to have to get out of one, as did Everest in the last inning. With the bases loaded and 1 out, and Kelsey Willa now, the number 9 hitter, the shortest player on the team. There's a bunt attempt, foul third base side, and the count goes to 0-1, and the runners were flying. Again, no outs, so they're working the bases. Not a guarantee that Bauer would have had her, but presumably with Bauer's arm, had she grabbed it safely, I think she would have thrown the runner out. So at least in my scoring, which is not official, going with the E on that one. Hey, every one of my family members, we all bank at Royal Credit Union. My daughter interned there. It's a wonderful institution, a banking institution. I encourage you to check out rcu.org. There's a bunt attempt, and Bauer's going to stop this one, throw over to first, and it's going to be... Let me make sure, not in time, and so they're safe all around. Bases are loaded for the Evergreens with nobody out, and the Cardinals with a real pressure cooker now in this 1-1 game in the bottom of the 8th. So again, Bauer struggling with that bunt, and that would be more of a bunt single, I guess. She kind of didn't have another player. Only play really would have been first, and now the big huddle for the infield as they all come in. Jared Faraday, and he calls even the outfield in here as the Cardinals facing a real jam. Now again, Violet has strikeout capabilities, and certainly the force out is at home, as Everest also did successfully achieve without number 2 in the last inning. But again, this is nobody out. Even Everest's situation was 1 out. So Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter, and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. Thanks to all of our great advertisers like Quality Propane and Fuel. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels when you need propane for your home or business. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. Stick around afterwards. We've got the great clips, great plays of the game. It's been a low-scoring pitcher's duel, 1-1, bottom of the 8th, and now Violet McElwain with a perfect game through 5 has allowed the 7, 8, and 9 runners to get on with a walk, an error, and a single. And it brings up Sydney Spear, who singled and had an RBI single earlier, and now she's hitting from the left side. See what they try. McElwain, the righty versus the lefty, and this one in the air, left field line, and it's going to be a dive in foul territory. And the runner scores on the sac fly, so it was caught in left field by Amundsen, but there was no way she had a play, and Everest able to score on the sac fly, if you will, to end the game. One might look back and say, well, maybe you let that drop, but again, the player's instincts is, hey, we're going to do everything we can to get an out, but in that instance, obviously, there's no way she could have got the runner off of third base, and so that is how this game ends, with Everest downing the Cards 2-1. It was quite a battle, a pitcher's duel, drama. Chahai did lead, but for the 3rd time this season, Addie Cluck and the Everest Evergreens down Chippewa 2-1. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, back with the postgame and our great clips, great plays of the game. Hills from Chelsea Sikora as well here on WOGO Sports. This is Cardinal Sectional Softball.
It's time for change. Experience better banking and put your financial goals in motion with Royal Credit Union. It's time to get more from your checking account, upgrade your vehicle, or finally build your dream home. Royal offers the financial solutions you need and the advice you can trust. Better banking is one change away. It's time to switch to Royal Credit Union. Get started at rcu.org/time. Insured by NCUA. Loans subject to credit approval. Equal housing opportunity.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or 1/2-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident. making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
It may work for horseshoes and hand grenades, but sometimes close enough isn't good enough, especially when you need a boundary surveyed on your property. So call Heath, Loken and Associates, LLC, professional land surveying. State licensed and fully insured, they can handle residential, commercial, and government land surveying with the very latest surveying equipment and mapping software. Call owner Jason Heath at 715-720-4000. Get it done right. Heath, Loken and Associates, LLC, professional land surveying.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls wishes our Chi High and McDonald's student athletes the best of luck. The doctors and their team are dedicated to supporting patients of all ages throughout the Chippewa Valley, helping them live a healthy life. Cook Chiropractic prides itself on excellent chiropractic care and is located on County Highway I in Chippewa Falls. Follow Cook Chiropractic Center on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming events and tips on taking care of your health naturally. Cook Chiropractic Center in Chippewa Falls.
At Freeze Financial Group, we work with clients to understand their life goals by helping build a definable and measurable path towards financial freedom. Our mission is to help make lives better, clients, team, and community by optimizing true wealth. We are proud to support the Chi High softball team and their run to the playoffs this season. Go Lady Cards! Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Freeze Financial Group is not a broker-dealer and is independent of RJFS.
Chi High loses it 2-1, but McDonald won. The Max won at Colfax 7-6. What a game, and congratulations to McDonald as they move on to the sectional final in softball on Thursday. We'll check that bracket for you a bit later, but right now it's the postgame show as we recap things here on WOGO. As again, this game was scoreless for so long, just an incredible pitcher's duel between Addison Cluck of DC Everest, the senior, and sophomore Violet McElwam. And Cluck with 11 strikeouts through 8 innings against the Cardinals. And McElwam also with 8 strikeouts and just 2 walks today. But one of those ultimately proved to be the game-winning run as Sidney Spear hit a fly out to left. Served as a sac fly, able to score. Brooke Brown from third, and Everest winning it 2-1 in 8 innings here from DC Everest. Again, for the Cards, it was the 6th inning. They got a pop out from Twyman and a strikeout from Romanowski when Shepard got her 2nd single of the day. And then McKenna Bauer reached on an error as runners at first and second when Laney Henkelman doubled down the left field line, scoring Shepard. And I believe a pinch runner might have been at that point. But anyhow, the Cardinals going up 1-0. But then in the bottom of the 6th, Everest was able to answer as they got a leadoff walk by Brown, a pop-out by Meverden, a sacrifice from Kelsey Woolley, and then the RBI single from Sidney Spear tying the game. But McElwam got out of the 6th with a strikeout of Klott, and then the 7th inning, nobody scored. And it took us to the 8th where the Cardinals did get the bases loaded and only 1 out. And there was a ground ball from Allie Geist at short, and the shortstop, Lauren Semro, able to successfully get the force out at home to the catcher, Aubrey Klott. And then the fly out to right from Willow Reisinger. That ended the threat for the Cards. And again, McElwam just expended so much energy. I think in those first 5 innings, she pitched as good as I've seen her pitch. She was ahead in the counts. She didn't have any walks. It was a perfect game, actually. Through 5 innings, she threw a perfect game. And that's the thing today, and we'll talk to Chelsea Sikora shortly, hopefully. But the idea is that they played well enough to win today. And, again, the difference between winning and losing is so close. It's so minimal, so infinitesimal, if you will. And, yes, Everest beat them all 3 times. But the one that mattered in terms of getting to Thursday was this one here today. And the Cards not quite able to pull it off. So we'll wait to hear from Chelsea Sikora and later our great clips, great plays of the game here on WOGO. Why do so many teenagers play high school sports? Some take part for a sense of being a part of something with a purpose. Some participate for the love of competition or for the lifelong friendships they develop. Very few indicate they take part to get a college scholarship because the truth is only about 2 to 3% of all high school athletes receive an athletic scholarship. Whatever the reason for playing, student athletes enjoy all the benefits of participation, including making better decisions. A message from WOGO and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports. All right, and I'm looking, Chi High is over here. Sam, if we could ask you to get Chelsea Sikora's attention and let her know here that we're waiting for her in the postgame, and she's out there. They're talking a little bit, but I think it'd be great to try to wave our hands or something to get Chelsea to join us in the postgame. And Sam's waving his hand and doing what we can here on WOGO. Tell you what, we could try to get to some of the great plays, of the great clips, great plays of the game here. And but yeah, I don't know what else we could do. If we could try to get out there and we go the closing broadcast for the year and recognize those 5 seniors. And okay, so I think we got her attention, and so she'll come and join us later. It's the great clips, great plays of the game. Brought to you by your local Great Clips of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Great Clips saves your haircut details and clip notes, so every member of their team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Great Clips, it's going to be great. All right, no problem. I know there's other things, but here we go. Chelsea Sikora puts the headset on. And, Coach, what a pitcher's duel. I mean, this one, Violet McElwain, a perfect game through 5 innings. You can't do better than perfect.
No, you can't. Yep, she did an excellent job. And, I mean, yeah, definitely a pitcher's duel tonight. Both did a great job. And I feel like our offense did a nice job putting it in play. And, yeah, I mean, just a couple things. That's a game of softball.
Right. It is, as I was saying a little bit a few moments ago here in the postgame show on WOGO, that it was just such a slight difference between winning and losing in this one because, yes, you did have an opportunity again in the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, and that's softball. I mean, it's getting the right hit in the right place at the right time. And, you know, with a pitcher like her, she makes it really difficult to do that. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, a few little things here or there, a ground ball 5 feet this way or 5 feet that way. Yeah, it's a difference in the softball game.
They beat you 3 times this year, but this is the one ultimately that mattered, and it was so close. McDonald did win 7-6 at Colfax today, so they move on to the sectional final, your former team that you coached.
Good for them.
Yeah. And so, and then ultimately in the 7th, obviously the challenge that came down there with that second walk to Brown and then the miscue on the bunt and the single and obviously bases loaded. I mean, in the end, I guess one can say, well, maybe Gracie doesn't catch that one, but again, you know, our instincts are such to get outs, right? So.
Absolutely. I mean, and when you're in that situation, we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
You know, that last inning, they you know, kind of had us into a corner a bit.
Right.
So, it makes decisions. You get in softball, you have milliseconds to make split-second decisions. So,
right.
Yeah, we kind of backed ourselves a little bit into a corner there.
I want to have you just recognize, though, the seniors on the way out, and I know you guys did at home recognize them, I think, after the Memorial game. And so let's just take them in the order they are on the roster here. McKenna Bauer at third base.
Absolutely. She, you know, I told all the seniors, you know, to put on a jersey your freshman year, and only 5 of them end up with a jersey in the end. You know, it just takes a lot of spirit, a lot of following the process
right.
and trusting the process. So Bauer did an excellent job this year. She stepped in defensively for the first time as a senior and did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. And hitting in that cleanup spot. And she hit the ball really well today.
Oh, yeah. She barreled it up several times.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also another senior to recognize, Delaney Berg, the pitcher.
Yeah, and this year she kind of got dealt some bad cards with health and injuries. So she stuck with us, and she's been with us on the varsity team for 3 years. So just kind of battling through each season and kind of being in that role of being ready to pitch when we need her.
Let me skip and get to a couple here at the Montana Atchison, a very fine hitter.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, just to put on a varsity jersey your senior year is something to be said for itself. So a great hitter, you know, and made it through and made it all through 4 years of her high school career.
Mm-hmm. Also, Kennedy Swan, your center fielder and the number 9 hitter.
Yeah, and again, you know, having to wait till her senior year to really get any quality playing time and stepping in and playing outfield and batting in that number 9 spot, which is kind of known as the second leadoff, you know. So she did a great job. And again, sticking with the process all the way through her senior year.
And finally, last but certainly not least, Roz Twyman, your leadoff hitter, your second baseman. You've told us kind of that emotional leader of the team.
Yeah, it just brings so much energy and fun, and and just did a phenomenal job. Again, getting her first starts as a senior, and really, you know, being in the leadoff spot and playing second base with no prior high school experience is a pretty amazing thing to do.
And here's the thing. Now we look ahead to, again, take a deep breath. They say the time to start planning the parade is when this year's parade ends. And, yeah, obviously take a deep breath. You enjoy the run. You enjoy the wonderful win you had at Rapids last week, and you reflect on it. But at the same time, you lose 5 seniors, and the cupboard's not bare because with this program, tradition never graduates.
Yeah, that's kind of our motto, and absolutely. So I know over the summer, each of them, you know, go to their travel teams and continue to work on their skills, and we just told them, you know, don't forget about this jersey that you have on tonight, and we got big things in our future.
Absolutely, because, you know, it starts with pitching. Pitching anywhere, it doesn't matter. Softball, baseball, they say 70 to 90% of the game. We saw today how important it is. And Violet McElwam, and I said, you know, those first 5 innings, as good as I've ever seen her pitch. She didn't go to 3 balls through 5 innings.
I know, yeah, she
right.
pitched awesome.
And again, so she's just a sophomore, 2 more years, and she's a leader, and she's got a lot. And I know she told me a few weeks ago, she's like, you know what, I want to add a couple miles an hour to my. So you got to love all that goes with her, and it starts with her and Reisinger back as a senior, and Delaney Barrow, and so you've got things solid on the pitching side. We know the defense. And again, but you will have some holes to fill at second base and center field and elsewhere.
Yeah, third base. We got Lauren Shepard coming back behind the plate. So we have our battery back, which if you're going to have something come back, the battery's a good thing, especially when they're as good as they are. So, yeah, we definitely have some openings and spots for girls that want to earn them. And you know, we have girls that are hopefully hungry to you know, so we have 9 or 10 quality players to put in that lineup.
And Coach, from my standpoint as the humble broadcaster, I wouldn't trade our coaches. You and Jared Faraday, your dad, Rich Rose, and I wouldn't. And the other coaches wouldn't trade them. I mean, you guys do a great job working with these girls. Tough loss today, 2-1 in 8 innings. You battled hard, but congratulations to you and the rest of the team on a great season.
Thank you so much, and we love having you guys here, and all of our fans that can't make it out to these games when we're out at East all the time recently. So thank you so much for being here.
I heard
really
from your
appreciate
aunt Becky, the former Chi principal, and she was very gung ho that we were here today. So,
yes, thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. All right, love and appreciate Chelsea Sikora, and time to get to the great clips, great plays of the game here. Brought to you by your local Great Clips of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Great Clips saves your haircut details and clip notes, so every member of their team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Great Clips, it's going to be great. Let's give it a listen here on WOGO. Here, Sydney Spear, the right fielder, hitting from the left side against the right-hander McElwam. Off-speed pitch called, strike 3, and McElwam gets her first K. That was the first highlight we had, and we went a long time. This was a scoreless game. You got to understand, people. So there weren't any offensive highlights, and a handful and we had a lot of strikeouts going on. But we did find some other highlights along the way, and let's listen to one of them. Base percentage. Hitting from the right side. She is a diminutive one. The shortest hitter I've seen so far, and a pop-up on the foul territory, and Geist makes the catch. First ball hitting, Woolley pops out in foul territory, and the Evergreens go 1-2-3 for the third time. We head to the fourth, still scoreless. One now, one out, top of the fourth. And this one smacked by the shortstop, base hit. Shepard's aboard, and it goes deep into left field, and Shepard a single. And the number 3 hitter who popped out to first her first time. Bottom of the fourth, 2 out now. Evergreens, the home team. Pop up on the infield. Romanowski has a beat on it at short, outfield grass, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. count 0-1. The pitch, off-speed pitch, and it hit her. It nicked Allie Geist. It just clipped her a little bit. So Geist aboard for the second time today. When you don't have a lot of base runners, you do whatever you can for highlights. Even hit by a pitch, actually qualifying as one there on WOGO, and our great clips, great plays of the game. Targeted base runners against Cluck. Personalized weight loss and nutrition plan. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. This one slugged to center field. Swan is there to make the catch. So 15 in a row, retired. Quite the battle, but McElwain did not blink. Great pitching and defense by the Cards today as we continue with our great clips, great plays of the game. The drama heightens here in the top of the 6th. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch, and she grounds one to short. Over there, Semrau. Semrau's play is at first, and drop the ball. Runners are safe. Diving back and safe at second. So the first baseman, Taylor Friedel, dropped the ball. Throw from Semrau, and this one hit to left field down the line, and it's going to get foul ball. Fair ball. Oh, they've got a runner at third. It's a double. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. A double is good for Lady Hankelman, and it's a 1-0 Cardinal lead. So the Cardinals grabbing the 1-0 lead there in the top half of the 6th inning, but of course DC Everest would answer back. Against McElwain, who had 12 strikeouts in the first tournament game against Memorial and 9 in the win at Rapids the other day. The 2-2 pitch. Off speed, call strike 3. And so the Cards get out of it, and McElwain is fired up. The Cardinals move to the top of the 7th, tied at 1 with Everest on WOGO Sports. And then able to get and there's Reisinger, a base hit to right field, and the Cardinals have the leadoff runner aboard. So Chi-Hi would threaten again, even though they would not score again in this contest. Some remaining great clips, great plays of the game. Senior first baseman. This was grounded to third, and Bauer some trouble with thrower to first in time for the out. The Cardinals force extra innings as and these underclassmen to step up in this big pressure situation. Runners at first and second. And this one to right field and going back, and it's going to be another for a hit. The Cardinals have runners on all the bases as the runner is safe all around. And we've got the bases loaded with 1 out for Allie Geist. Unfortunately, that would be the last highlight of the game for the Cards, not only today, but for this season, as Henkelman had the RBI double. Again, bright signs from her, though, I'll tell you what. As a 238 hitter with a 315 on base, today she gets the big RBI double to score the only run in the 6th, and then she gets that single to load the bases in the 8th. However, the force out at home after Geist's grounder to short and the fly out to right off of Reisinger's hit, and the Evergreens score in the bottom of the 8th, and they win it today by a final score of 2-1 over the Cards. Cards finished the season at 16-12, and for Everest, they upped their record to 24-2, and with Addie Cluck, they'll be tough for the winner of that New Richmond contest, as New Richmond looks to do battle and is doing battle with Menominee today. And again, that will be on Thursday when that sectional semifinal at 4:30 at Stevens Point. And as we get set to close here, we can just tell you with McDonald having won today by a final of 7-6 at Colfax, they advance to Casper Park on Thursday. They meet the winner of Shell Lake and Turtle Lake. Shell Lake and Turtle Lake, the winner, meeting McDonald for the right to go to state and Goodman Park next week in the girls' state softball tournament. Meanwhile, the boys' action, of course, McDonald already won a game already, and they're due to play. The Cards are due to play tomorrow, but I texted athletic director Mike Thompson saying good luck on that with the 100% chance of rain and 1 to 2 inches of rain, and that is at least the reason, obviously, this game was moved today as well. But just to give you a look at that, because we're not done. Obviously, we've got Max softball and keeping our eye on McDonald and Chi-Hi baseball as we close out here. And we can tell you that in Division I action, Chi-Hi is due to play Marshfield at 5 o'clock tomorrow at Casper. We'll see what happens with the weather. Otherwise, it could be pushed back to Wednesday. And then if they win, they would go on to Thursday and meeting the winner of today's Menominee and Wausau West game. They were playing that game today in Menominee at Wakanda Park. So, and also in D4, the Max did win in baseball last week. They won 14-0 over Greenwood, and they are due to play tomorrow as well against Athens to try to get to the sectional further on in the sectional semifinal on Wednesday, June 4th. So, hey, that'll do it for us here. Again, the Max win 7-6. Congratulations to them winning at Colfax in the D4 sectional semifinal. They'll play Thursday. We told you about that. And the Cards fought hard, but came up short here. Had the 1-0 lead, but couldn't hold it. Lost 2-1 in 8 innings to the home team, the DC Everest Evergreens. For our video producer today, Sam Aberle, and for our radio producer, Greg Stewart, thanks to both of them. I'm Mark Halverson, thanking you for joining us again. Chi-Hi wraps up the season 16-12, losing at Everest today, 2-1 in 8 innings. This has been a WOGO Sports production of Chi-Hi Softball.
Coverage of the Lady Cards is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Stelter Incorporated, Quality Propane and Fuels, and Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been Chi-Hi Lady Cardinals softball on WOGO Sports. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.